What is going on, guys? Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Sandra, known as gain_strength_ on all social media platforms, and welcome to today's video. I will admit that I am a little bit unprepared because I got off work, I took my pre-workout, and then I completely forgot. For whatever reason, I just totally forgot I had already taken it. I started cleaning the house, doing some laundry, and I'm like, wait a minute, I already took my pre-workout. I gotta get going. So I just ran out the door, and here I am at the gym. It's about 4:44 right now, which means the gym is packed. But the premise of today's video is I finished my HYROX race, and now I'm ready to build it back. And that's what this is about. So during my HYROX prep, especially those last 8 weeks, I was full-on HYROX training, which means I wasn't doing your typical bodybuilding, weightlifting type of sessions. It was a lot of high intensity, a lot of endurance type of things. And if you know anything, it means that my gains, my muscles have decreased a little bit. I feel like I am not as muscular. Not that I was extremely just jacked before, but I just don't feel like that anymore. And I want to build it back. I want to get back to where I was and better. And so that's kind of what I'm going to be doing over the next several weeks. I'm thinking I'm going to bring you guys along this series, but honestly, we'll see. I don't know how entertaining or educational, informational it'll be for you guys, but when I think of something that would be worthwhile, I definitely will share it with you guys. And today is going to be my first session back. I did work out last week. I took the first half of the week off post HYROX race. The second half I kind of started coming back to the gym, keeping it very light, but this week I kind of want to get back to it. And today basically the premise is to see what my squat is at. That's going to be like my main compound movement today. I kind of want to see what I can handle for my squats currently. Now, I do go to a different gym now, so I don't know how much or if I'll be able to record. I'm hoping that I can. Maybe I won't be able to get just the best views because I'm not bringing a tripod, so I'll see where I can mount you guys so that you guys can kind of work out with me. So yeah, so let's go hit the gym. For today's video, I decided to do a little voiceover action. I'll be giving you some tips and tricks as I go through my workout to hopefully help you when you do the same exercises in your own workout. First things first, you already know dynamic stretching. Please do not start a workout without first taking 5 to 10 minutes to warm up your body, to prep your muscles, to prep your nervous system to get you ready for your workout. However, the type of stretching that you do does matter. Make sure you're doing dynamic stretching where you're moving your body through full range of motion versus static stretching where you just hold a stretch for a period of time. Like I mentioned, my first exercise of the day is going to be squats. I have not squatted in such a long time, so today the goal was just to test how much weight can I put on my back with proper form that I can start at and then improve moving forward. I always like to start with just squatting the bar to, again, keep warming my body up and getting prepared for the movement. I take 3 steps back, right, left, right. The second time I move my right foot is just to level it out with my left foot. Don't waste too much time and energy taking way too many steps backwards. Next set, I added a 25 plate to each side and began squatting. Before I start my squatting, notice that I take a big deep breath in through my belly and I contract my core. Make sure that before you start squatting, you're contracting your core and engaging your core properly by taking that deep breath in through your belly and holding it. From there, it was time to add some more weight to the bar. I think I ended up doing only about 135 pounds for my 3 working sets, which I knew was not going to be that heavy. Again, I'm just coming back off training for a HYROX race. So with your breathing, make sure you're holding your breathing in and you're keeping that core contracted like I mentioned previously during your entire movement, and then exhale as you begin to stand up. Once you reach kind of the top part of the movement, exhale and then inhale, contract your core again as you begin to descend again. So keep in mind your breathing as you're squatting. From there, I moved into an isolation exercise targeting just my quads, the leg extension. I love the leg extension machine. I honestly always have leg extension as part of my leg day routine just because I really enjoyed the exercise. My number one tip with this movement is to make sure you're controlling the entire movement. Don't let your legs just flop down on the descent. Keep it controlled during the entire movement. Next up, let's move into a superset. A superset is basically when you do 2 exercises back to back with no rest, and then you take a rest after the second exercise before doing them all over again. So in this case, I'm going to do a goblet squat followed by walking lunges, and then I'm going to rest. Everyone should be squatting, but I understand that not everybody is comfortable squatting with a bar on their back, so a goblet squat is a perfect way to get introduced to that movement. Keep in mind, you squat all the time during your normal everyday life. You squat when you sit on the toilet and get up, or when you sit on a chair and then get back up. So learn how to properly squat to prepare you for your everyday life. I then went straight into walking lunges with 2 kettlebells. And honestly, as I started to do this exercise, I just got a flashback to my HYROX race where walking lunges completely humbled me. Lunges are another movement that more of us need to be doing. Lunges help you with your balance, with your coordination. It targets your core, hips, and your glutes, and it just overall improves your stability. So make sure you are adding these into your workouts. Rather than lunging on, let's say, a tightrope, imagine you're lunging on train tracks. So each foot is going to remain on its own track as you begin to walk. This will help you stabilize just a bit more. And of course, leg day would not be complete without a split squat. In this case, I'm doing the Bulgarian split squat. To line up your feet where they should be, I suggest you sit at the edge of the bench or whatever you're going to be using, and then extend your feet forward. And where your feet land, that's typically where you want to start the movement. You might need to adjust slightly. Again, as with every other exercise, keep this a controlled and slow movement. I will admit, I am not the best at doing core or ab exercises, but I will be adding them into my leg day workouts just because that's when I'm most likely to actually do them. One of the exercises is going to be a leg lift. I get that this is a very challenging exercise, so you do need to progress up to an actual leg lift. In the past, I started with a captain's chair ab exercise. I'll pop in a picture of what that looks like. Then I progressed into hanging knee raises, and now I'm doing hanging leg raises. As with every other exercise, you need to contract and properly engage your abs. Don't just go through the movement. If you feel like it's too easy, chances are you're doing it wrong. The last exercise is a dead bug exercise. This is such an underrated exercise to improve your pelvic stability and really engage and work your core muscles. Start by laying on your back and take that deep breath in through your belly and contract your core. You need to make sure your core is properly engaged throughout this entire exercise. Again, if it feels way too easy, chances are you're doing it wrong. After all that, I also did about 10 minutes of just steady state spinning on the bike. I was just feeling it, and I said, why not? So I hopped on one of the bikes at the gym. So I am back home, and that was such a good workout. As you guys saw, I didn't do that many exercises. Sometimes less is better than more. And in this case, if you have a select number of exercises, but you go all out on those exercises, you're gonna see so much better results than if you do 10 exercises and halfway you don't have the same energy level, you don't have the same strength, your form starts dipping. So it's better to keep it to less amount of exercises, but pushing yourself with each set, each rep, and each exercise. So that's kind of all that I wanted to kind of cover in this video. I'm gonna prep my dinner now. And like I had mentioned, I think maybe, we'll see, I might bring you guys along this next couple of months of me trying to build back my strength, build back my muscle post HYROX race. If it's informational, educational, and entertaining, then maybe I'll bring you guys along different sessions, or when I cover different topics like my nutrition, my recovery, those kind of things. Thank you for watching. Thank you for going with me to the gym, and thank you for, I know the angles were a little bit weird, But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. We do what we can. And like I said, I just don't feel comfortable pulling out a tripod. I actually did see a guy today with 2 different tripods set up while he was, I think, deadlifting. It was what he was doing. But I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable with that. So I just bring my little gym mate. It's like a little attachment that you connect to your phone, and it's magnetic, so you can attach it to like gym equipment. But I know that means that some of the angles might not be the best. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, so you can keep up with other content that I put out there. And leave a comment if you guys want to follow along as I build it back during these next several months, or if there's a specific topic you want me to cover, let me know in the comments below, and I will catch up with you guys in my next video. And don't forget, you're stronger than your mind lets you think.